Hi people, I hope this video will be very useful for expressing obligation, duties, and suggestion. Let's start. The modal verb must is mainly used to express obligation and prohibition. We remember the modal verb in English are verbs that are used to express different functionalities like obligation, ability, necessary, deduction, prohibition, etc. Can be translated as must in Spanish. Deber is written the same for other people in English. I, you, he, she, etc. For example, in affirmation sentencing, will be for your word by indefinite we have to. I must study, you must study, he, she, it must study, we must study, they must study. In negative sentencing, you will then, using no or not, I must not smoke, you must not smoke, you must not smoke, I must not smoke, we must not smoke, they must not smoke, right? As obligation, passenger must fasten their seatbelt. As modal duty, you must respect your parents, alright? The modal verb has to. It is why the same for all people in English, I, you, he, she, etc. As affirmation, I had to wear, you had to wear, he or she has to wear, we has to wear, they was to wear, right? As negation, I don't know has to wear, you don't know has to wear, she or if does not has to wear, we do not has to wear, they do not has to wear. For example, I had to go to rent a car, right? She has to do her homework. Nothing that is has to for I, you, we, they, and has to, have to, or has to. For he, she, it. Different has to and must represents in sentences. I has to work on Saturday. Is sometimes I am forced to on contract basis. I must written to my cousin. He is sometimes that is imposing missile. I had not done it yet. It has future intention, right? Must is used with present must and future must sentence. Has to win past, had to, present, have to, and future will have to. Must the user impone an obligation. Has to the user does not impone any obligation. It merely communicates an obligation that existing. Choose. It is used to give a big E. is a recommendation, not an obligation. It has less therefore than must and has to. If you feel bad, you choose go to the doctor. He is also user to give the order back in very polite way. And if you want to enter to conference, show his credential. It is used in past, present, and future. You should have finished my report yesterday. In the past, you should heal me. I cannot do it alone. Present. Tomorrow you choose call your parents in the future. Alright? The negation from is choose not. You choose not smoke. And the interrogation for choose must subject. Choose I wear a drum suit for the party. Alright? Alright. Pollution in country. For pollution 1, air pollution. Pollution in the air are not always busy and come from many different sources. Smoke having our city in the most family and obvious for an air pollution. But there are different kinds of pollution, some visual, some invisible, that contributed to global warming. Generalities and substances that people introduce in the atmosphere that has damaging effects on living things and the environment is considered as pollution. Carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, is the main pollution that is warming air. To living things emit carbon dioxide when they breathe. Carbon dioxide is widely considered to be a pollutant when associated with car, plants, power plant, and other human activity that involve the burning of fossil fuel such as gasoline and natural gas. To force pollution in the world, water pollution. The most obvious types of water pollution affect surface water. For example, a spill from an oil tanker creates as oil seam that can affect a vast area to the ocean. They too can be cause polluted. For example, when we killer use in people a gardener drain into the grounds. There are also two different ways in which pollution can occur. If pollution comes from a single localization, such as a distant people attached to factory, this knock as point sulfur pollution. A great deal of water pollution happens not from one single source but from many different scattered sources. These cannot point source pollution. 3. For pollution in the world. soil pollution. Like other forms of natural soil, also surface soil pollution. The pollution of soil is a common in the days, and it happens due to the presence of main elements. The main reason with the soil becomes contaminated is due to the presence of main waste. The waste produced for natural is sold as these plants, carcasses or animals, and rotten fruit and vegetal only add to fertility of the soil. However, our waste products are full of chemicals that are not origin found in natural and leads to soil pollution. Alright? That is in the presentation. My name is Angel Tello. Goodbye. I hope you serving this important subject.